Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for this week's reading. I will be working with the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses Oracle. So let's see what messages are coming through. As always, these messages may or may not resonate with you, but my intention is always that if you're watching this video, then maybe there's something for you here, okay? So let's pull 3 cards. The first one is here. All right, so we have our 3 cards. The first card that flew out was Angel of Manifestation, but it flew out in the reverse, so that's how I'll pick its energy, okay? The message on the card is your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off, okay? And like I said, it flew out in the reverse. So what I'm getting with this card is that you have plans, you have dreams, you have aspirations, okay? And there are things, it's almost like, you know, these things inside her wings. It's like you're holding on to all those dreams, all those visions that you have for yourself. And I'm also getting, since it came out in the reverse, it feels like you have been patiently working and wanting things to work out, but it's just not happening. It's almost like, you know, the feeling that I get is like you're almost there, but not there yet. Just not there yet, okay? And sometimes you feel disappointed because you feel like I'm putting in so much effort, I'm putting in so much of my time, energy, effort. Why am I not like being recognized, or why am I not getting the you know, the payback, the recognition for all the efforts and hard work that I am putting in? So what I'm getting is that it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that the timing is not right for you. There are certain things that have to play out, and I also feel not only play out externally, I feel internally as well. There's a lot of things that you are processing, and if things were to align now, if things were to play out now, it's almost like it would shock you. That's the kind of feeling. I hope this is resonating with some of you, because that's the feeling that I'm getting, that it would just push you off your kilter, okay? And you would not feel ready for it. So I feel this has to do more with internal stuff than external. And it's not that your visions are not in alignment. It's not that you're not working hard enough. I don't feel any of that. I feel, in fact, you're working more than hard, and you're really putting your heart and your soul into it, and you have these beautiful dreams, and you have these beautiful things that you want to bring them out into the world, but there is still some stuff within that needs to be released, okay? I'm also being drawn to the throat chakra. So throat chakra work, use blue colored crystals, okay, for your throat chakra, and send your throat chakra healing, because some of you, maybe we were persecuted in the past for expressing our truths, for standing up for ourselves, or whatever this is. It's like you have to heal yourself. I'm mainly feeling the throat and the heart chakra, because I do feel with this, the way her crown chakra is illuminated, like you're receiving ideas, you're receiving inspiration, you know what you have to do, and it's like, you know, whatever you're seeing is all accurate. It's like you're feeling the right thing, you're on the right track. I do feel you are on the right track, but there is still some things that you have to release. There's still some things that doesn't feel right, and that's why I feel, because this card came out in the reverse, it's like you are there but not there yet. And sometimes you feel disappointed sometimes you feel disappointed that I put in so much of hard work. And for some of you who are watching this, I feel it's not just a few months of hard work, it's been like a few years of hard work and self-study and working on yourself, and still you're like, I'm not going anywhere with this. Am I doing this right? You are doing this right. It's just the timing is not right, and there are few things that have to fall in alignment within and outside of you for everything to play out. Okay? There is this sense, when I look at this card, it's like I'm getting the waiting time. The waiting time, the culmination, the putting things together within yourself and holding that. It's like, it's like being pregnant. You have the baby in your womb for 9 months and you're like, the baby's nurturing and growing. It's something like that. That's the metaphor that's coming with this card, is that period of just waiting and building and taking care of yourself and understanding that it is there. The baby's gonna, you're gonna give birth to the baby anyways, but the timing is important. And I feel that the time is not now. You're almost there, but it's not now. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting with this card. So don't feel disheartened that why is it that you have a vision in your mind and you feel your reality is not matching that vision, and that hurts you. And that is what hurts you, that I put in the time, I put in the effort. Why isn't it happening the way I expect things? It's your expectation. But understand that everything, the universe has a greater plan for you, and you may not understand it, and we may not understand why certain things play out the way they play out, why there are certain doors closed, why there are certain things that are working and not working. It's all the higher plan, and we gotta trust that. So once you come into the flow and you surrender and you say, it is what it is, and I accept it. And I know that if I have this dream and if I have this vision, then Spirit has that plan for me, even if it's not here right now. And I trust that. And you just leave it at that. You just leave it at that. Okay? Moving on to the next card. We have Angel of Space Clearing. Angel of Space Clearing. It is time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. And I can relate again to this first card and this card together, because it's like with this card, I feel it's you. The word that I'm getting is self-sabotage. Okay, it's you who has to learn to control this negative thought pattern, because sometimes you get into that and you feel stuck. You see these spirals of energy around her. It's like webs of energy around you that just hold you back, and it's really not working for you. It's really not in alignment with who you are. But it's like all those parts within you, those shadow aspects, those parts of you that you are afraid, those parts of you that you are criticizing and judging, it's all coming to surface. And then you feel all these dark emotions. You don't know what to do with them, but they are coming to surface for a reason. And guys, we just had the full moon eclipse, together, and that does bring a lot of emotions to surface. I don't feel with this card it's like anything outside of you. I think this is more internal than an external thing. And that's what I felt with the first card as well. It's like an internal struggle, an internal battle. And I also feel it's like you are dealing with this yourself. It's not like you are telling anyone. In fact, when others see you, they may see you as content and happy, but this is something that you are internally dealing with. That why aren't things moving? Why do I feel these negative thoughts from time to time? Why can't I move past that? And what I'm getting is that these shadows that are coming to surface are also for a reason. So don't fear these negative emotions that come up. Like if you're feeling anger, then accept within yourself, I do feel anger about whatever has happened. I do feel this, and then find ways to release it. find a way to release it, whether you have to write it down and you have to burn it as a way of release, whether you do yoga or you run on the treadmill. I don't know, it's going to be different for everyone. But I feel this is the kind of energy that just keeps you stuck. And again, with this card, I do feel like you're at the tail end. I did feel with both the cards that you're almost there. You're almost there. It's that one last push, you're there. Okay? So that's what I'm feeling. And don't allow these negative thoughts, and I'm also picking on fears. These fears to make you feel and think less of yourself. These doubts to make you think like you can't do it, or you're not good enough, or you're not smart enough, or maybe you had failures in the past and they keep coming to your mind like, you know, that experience wasn't as good and this one is gonna be just the same. No, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. You gotta let this go. You gotta understand that you are now a different person. And you have to clear a lot of these past patternings, these past, I feel like some of these thoughts are also limitations that maybe your parents carried. That's also what's coming through. And I feel like you understand that and you are working through that, but there is this web of energy that you have to push away, that you're almost swimming through, but you are getting there. Because I feel with her third eye like this illuminated, I feel like you do understand and you are seeing the truth, and you do understand that your goals are right there, but you have to move past all these things, all these thoughts, all these past patterns, all these things that restricted you in the past. You understand that, and I think you are breaking free, but I do feel you're not quite there, and that's okay. That's okay too. You have to be okay with this, that I'm not there and I am in this place of working through my own patterns, and that's okay. And that's all good. Okay? And the third card, beautiful card, Angel of Psychic Ability. Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at present. Wow. Look at her. Look at all the rainbow colors here. And I feel through all this, everything that you're going through, you are this. You have always been this. You have always been psychic. You have always been intuitive. You could always see beyond the surface. It's not just now. I feel this is you. What's happening? Okay, this is what I'm getting. Spirit is showing me this. What's happening is that you were always this beautiful, psychic, light child, you know, divine child. Even when you were young, you felt different and you had these abilities, but then you had all these programmings, you know. You grew up in a society, you grew up where, you know, there were certain things and judgments, and you should be, could be, all these things, which created these webs and stuff, and, you know, things, fears, judgments, beliefs, patterns, everything that created this web around you that made you feel so small, that made you feel you're not good enough, that made you feel you had to be a certain way to fit in, you had to think a certain way, you had to be a certain way, you had to fit in the box. And I truly feel that with these two cards, it's like you're working through that, you're navigating, and you're realizing, you know your worth, you understand, you have your vision, you're following that. She's clear, she knows, she understands. And this card is just saying that no matter what you're going through, you know the truth in your heart, and you need to trust that. You need to trust that, and you need to follow that, and you will come out of it. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You do realize that you are moving forward. It has slowed down a bit, and it's not where you want to be right now, but that's okay, guys. Because look at the bigger picture. This is the truth. This is the truth of who you are. You are this beautiful light being that